Princess Leonor, triumphant return to Marín, mission accomplished. They thought it would be just another quiet homecoming. A princess completing her duty, a nation politely applauding. But no, what unfolded in Marín was nothing short of extraordinary. For as the gates opened, and Princess Leonor returned to the Naval Academy where her journey of service began, the world saw something it never expected, a future queen transformed, stronger, prouder, and utterly triumphant. And the mission she set out to accomplish. It was not only completed, it reshaped the very meaning of royal duty. At just 19, the heir to the Spanish throne walked into Marín with a heart full of expectation. Critics whispered she would falter. Admirers prayed she would shine. But what no one could imagine was that this journey, rigorous military training, long months of discipline, and the weight of tradition, would forge her into the leader Spain never knew it desperately needed. This wasn't just military service. This was Princess Leonor proving, to her nation and to the world, that the crown she is destined to wear will be carried not by privilege alone, but by grit, sacrifice, and triumph. Imagine the scene. The sea breeze rolling in from the Galician coast, banners waving across the port town of Marín, and the people pressing forward to glimpse their future queen. Parents pointed to their children, whispering that this is what leadership looks like. Veterans saluted, knowing that she had endured what they themselves endured. And in that powerful moment, Spain felt something it hadn't felt in years, unshakable unity under a royal figure who has earned her people's respect not through ceremony, but through courage. But what exactly was this mission? Why was it so critical, not just for Leonor, but for Spain's monarchy itself? To understand, we must look back. The Bourbon crown has been tested. Political divisions, economic pressures, and a younger generation questioning the need for monarchy at all. For the House of Bourbon to survive, it needed more than tradition, it needed legitimacy. And Leonor's military mission at Marín wasn't a symbolic gesture. It was a test of character, a trial by fire. The daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia didn't hide behind palaces. She walked the barracks, drilled with soldiers, faced exhaustion, and learned discipline under the same code as every cadet. This is where the story deepens. When she first arrived in Marín, the cadets weren't sure how to treat her. Some whispered that she would get special treatment, that she wouldn't last a week. Yet Leonor stunned them. She rose earlier than most. She carried her gear without complaint. She studied strategy, navigation, and military science with determination. Slowly, the skepticism faded, replaced by admiration. She wasn't the princess in uniform. She was simply Leonor, the cadet who pushed herself beyond expectation. And then came the turning point. A grueling field exercise, days of little sleep, endless marches, and harsh weather. Many cadets struggled. Some even considered giving up. But Leonor kept going. Bruised, exhausted, yet unrelenting. When her squad completed the challenge, not only had she proven herself, she had inspired others to push forward. A leader was born not through title, but through example. So when she returned now, at the end of her mission, the applause that shook Marín wasn't staged. It was earned. It was the sound of soldiers, citizens, and skeptics alike acknowledging that the young woman before them was no longer just Spain's heir, she was a commander in spirit, a queen in training forged by resilience. But here's where the story takes a deeper twist. Her triumphant return wasn't simply about military accomplishment. It was about the emotional undercurrent that rippled through Spain. For the first time in decades, people felt pride in their monarchy. In schools, children raised her picture next to the flag. In households, families spoke of her with admiration. Even critics of the crown admitted, Leonor had given the monarchy a heartbeat again. Yet, this raises a profound question: was this mission simply a beginning? Or was it a carefully orchestrated strategy by King Felipe, ensuring his daughter would inherit not only his crown, but his respect among the people? The monarchy is no stranger to scandal and doubt. But with Leonor, Spain sees hope that a young, disciplined queen can unite tradition with modern strength. And still, the emotional weight of her return carried a very personal note. As Leonor saluted before her fellow cadets, eyes glistening with both relief and pride, one could see the shadow of her father's journey. Felipe, too, underwent rigorous training as a young crown prince. But Leonor's burden is greater. She is the first queen regnant in Spain's modern history. Every move she makes is history in the making. Every step she takes is a message to future generations of Spanish women: leadership is yours to claim. The people in Marín knew this. That is why they cheered so wildly. They weren't just celebrating her mission accomplished. They were celebrating what she symbolizes: a bridge between Spain's storied past and its uncertain, but hopeful, future. And yet, as much as the day felt like a conclusion, it also opened new curiosity loops. What comes next for Leonor? Will her military path continue into aviation or naval command, further strengthening her leadership credentials? How will her newfound discipline influence her role as future queen? And perhaps most tantalizing, will her service in Marín reshape how other European royals approach duty in the 21st century? Across Europe, royal houses are watching. In Denmark, Prince Christian, her contemporary and rumored companion, faces his own journey of preparation. In Britain, young Prince George looks on, too young yet to grasp the burdens ahead. But Leonor's return to Marín sets a precedent. Royalty is no longer a ceremonial crown, it is a mantle of responsibility, proven through service. The mission in Marín is over. But the mission for Spain's monarchy has only just begun. And Princess Leonor, with her triumphant return, has shown the world that she is ready to carry it. Her people saw her not as distant royalty, but as one of them, disciplined, determined, and victorious. Marín will never forget the day their cadet princess walked back through its gates, mission accomplished. Spain will never forget the day it saw its future queen reborn as a leader. And the world, watching with awe, will remember this as the moment Princess Leonor's destiny became undeniable. Because history is not only written in palaces or on crowns. Sometimes, it is written in sweat, in sacrifice, in uniforms worn with pride. And Princess Leonor's story is far from finished. Her triumphant return to Marín is just one chapter. The world waits breathlessly for the next.